Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys today on this beautiful Friday morning? Well, it's sunny here in South Carolina, but it's cold, but it's sunny. I love the sun. I just moved from Seattle to South Carolina in July. I got tired of those gray skies of Seattle. So let me get set up here. All right. I've been switching back and forth between morning times and night times, and I'm thinking the morning times work better for me, you know. All right. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in credit and debt and believes they're nothing without a high credit score, or they believe in financing things that go down in value, things of that nature. Everybody lives there. Now, the reason why I know this is because I lived there for the first 40 years of my life. I didn't wake up to about age 40, 42, something like that. Now I'm going on 49 in December. I've been free for a long time, and I'm here to share with you that money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt free. If you've been in debt all your life, I promise you only speak debt. You get out of the debt matrix, you'll be able to speak both debt free. And then once you cross over here, there is no going back. I promise you, there's no going back. There is no going back. You will never go back. You'll be mad at yourself for about a year of not realizing when you were in a debt matrix, all the financial mistakes you made, and then you'll get over it, and then you'll be free for the rest of your life. I'm the one that's going to help you cross over. How do I do that? By identifying the glitches in the debt matrix. Things that don't make math and money are one. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. What do I mean by that? I'll tell you. How do you feel about 5 + 5 = 10? Does it make you happy, sad, jump for joy, sick to your stomach, toss and turn at night? No, it's just 10. See what I'm saying? Math and money are one, okay? I want to thank everybody I want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank everybody for the donations. I want to thank everybody for the emails. Morning, Mark. Man, you caught me both last night and this morning, huh? I want to thank everybody for the emails. How I've, especially the ones like they come across and say, "You've changed my life." Good morning, Ulysses, DTN Professional Window Cleaning. Good morning. The people that say, "Hey man, I'm so happy I came across your channel." I want to thank all the people that have come over from O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel. Much appreciated. I'm starting to see more of you guys on Instagram that have been telling me you found me on O'Shea's channel. Much appreciated. All right. For your free 30-minute consultation, send me a date, a time, and your cell phone number, and a brief overview of your financial situation to DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com. Just tuned in now at the job. Appreciate you. Hey, thank you, Ryan. Thank you. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm telling you. I know it seems small to most, but it's not, man. When complete strangers say, "Hey, man, love your content. I'm tuning in," and they just let me know. It's very difficult to explain to most. I that's the only one. I've been in the workforce all my life, but when you have strangers tell you, "Hey, man, your content, I love it. I'm tuning in," and take the time to let me know, take the time out of their busy day, whatever they're doing, to just a simple write and just tell me that. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I want to make sure everybody knows that when they do that. Okay. Now let's get to the title of this video. Ooh, this is a good one. And I'll tell you the reason why this one came up, because actually my credit card somebody jacked my credit card a couple days ago. Somebody made a charge on there, and I was like, what's that? I only have one credit card, so it's not really hard to identify when it happens because I have alerts and stuff like that. Got another second job to To get and stay away ahead of out of the negative. Yeah, I'm using the simple truth. Fifth grade math. Exactly. Exactly. DTN professional cleaning. I might bounce him back and forth between Ulysses and this because that's his name. So for those of you that hear me say that, that's DTN professional cleaning. All right, so let's get to it. All right, like I said, this came up because my credit card got jacked the other day. You know, it's somebody charged some kind of something charge. I don't know. But anyway, I don't care because I care to stop it, but it's a tool. I didn't think it was a big deal. I saw it. Okay, hey, it wasn't me. It got cleared right up. But anyway, what I'm about to share with you is just my opinion. Okay, I want to say that right off the bat. This is just my opinion. None of what I'm about to tell you can be legally proven, right? It's just what I see outside the debt matrix, okay? Now, if you just follow the mathematics, it'll make sense to you, I promise, all right? Now, you know when you hear about credit bureau breaches or credit card breaches, and then it says, hey, all the customer information was stolen. Let me tell you something. I think that's done on purpose. I really do believe it's done on purpose. I believe it's done on purpose to put fear into people because fear sells. It sells like hotcakes. Fear sells like hotcakes, right? So and we're going to run through a couple of things so you can kind of get it, right? So it can just connect. I want this to connect with you guys, and do not try to listen with your feelings. Only listen with mathematics, okay? Fifth grade math, all right? Now, first of all, credit card companies, credit bureaus, they make billions with a B, Credit bureaus sell your information. Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, they sell your personal information. They make billions. You already know credit card companies make billions. But have you noticed when they get fined millions with an M. Have you noticed that? That's nothing for them. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's almost like you having $1,000 cash and then you get a parking ticket for $1. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing. It's nothing. But millions to people in debt is a lot of money. See what I'm saying? So when you hear, oh, they got fined 155 million, you're like, oh, yeah, that'll show them. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That was planned. I think they purposely planned these data breaches. I really do. Hello, Art. Welcome. Welcome from work. Okay. You know what? Hey, you guys, I want to tell you something. These are perfect. My videos are perfect for you to listen at work. So when I have those videos talking about the things that I couldn't see when I was in the debt matrix that happened to me at work, it's going to open your eyes at work. You're going to be looking around, be like, what the your whole job is going to look different. Okay, back to the subject. All right, let's get back to the topic. All right. Now, this is why I think they do this on purpose, right? A credit breach happens, and then guess what they turn around and do? They offer you credit protection. First, they give it to you for a free, limited time, right? And then later on, it goes into the sale of it. They prey on the fear of never getting breached again, something that they caused or they let happen, whatever you want to look at it. And then they sell you protection from it. That doesn't make any sense. Now, mind you, I understand credit is a tool, so I don't look at credit like that. You know, I take my own precautions to help prevent that, mitigate preventing that from happening. And I'll tell you later on, and I wrote it all down. I just want to stay on task here. And then I'll answer any and all questions at the end of this video, okay? Now, note, what did I write here? Notice how they get customers. Okay, yeah, check this out. Okay, check this out. You notice how when the credit breach happens, you notice how they only get the credit, they only get the customer's personal information. The hacker never gets their money ever. They never hack into their accounts. If they kept the customer's personal information in the same place they keep the money, they would never get hacked, right? Doesn't that just make sense? That's brilliant. Okay. Outside the debt matrix, I don't take none of that personally. All right. That is a brilliant, brilliant plan. The things they do, you cannot see it when you're in debt. That's the best way I can describe it to you because you can't understand the language. You're in debt. You only speak debt. You get outside debt matrix, You can clearly see and understand what they're doing. It's not, none of this is hidden. None of it. It's hidden in plain sight. Let's just, if that makes sense. It's not hidden, but it's hidden in plain sight. That sounds like an oxymoron, right? It's true. And tell you the truth, right? When it comes to, hey, engineering cannabis, hey, yep, it's fear. Oh, that's the best. Fear is, that's why you see it on the news. Fear, 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 right? Now check this out. Now, if you're depending on credit cards, right? Money, I say they never get their money hacked, but money is not, the money's really not real. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this the best way I can. It's not, money's not real for people who are in debt. So you believe there's money on that credit card, but in reality, it's only digital numbers on the screen that you see, and you believe every time you slide that card that that's actually money coming out. It's really not even money, especially for those of you that are in debt. Now, this is how you determine if money is real for you or not. Okay, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. If that number is in the negative for you, money is not real for you. Do you understand? It's not, money doesn't exist. Hello, HM. Welcome. Money doesn't exist for you. All right. One more thing so you can kind of see. Like if you're contributing towards your retirement, right? Hey, I'm getting a match. This is a little bit off the subject. Hey, I'm doing this. I'm getting a 6% match, or the funds are invested in this and that, and I'm going to triple and quadruple my income, right? This is how you determine if you have money if you're really investing in your retirement. Savings minus debt equals how much money you're contributing to towards your retirement. If your finances are in the negative, it's mathematically impossible for you to invest negative dollars into anything. That's impossible. So you're not really investing money into anything. I know you see the numbers when you go look at your financial statements and you see the numbers in there, there's these digital numbers. You believe you have money in there, but you don't. Math will clearly show you that you don't. But if you choose to believe it's money there, that's your belief and that's your choice. Do you understand? This is real. This is not a magic trick. All right. You can do this yourself. All right. So let's get back to the topic here. All right. Now, when my credit card, I have one single credit card. All right. And I set up alerts on my credit card to where anytime I charge anything, I get an alert. It goes, ding, hey, this charge was gas. Ding, you bought a candy bar at the store for $2. Immediately. I want to know right away, because if my single credit card get hacked, like it got hacked a couple days ago, I know immediately. As soon as I saw that happening, I called the credit card company because it's still pending. Hey, that wasn't me. Boom, bam, boom. It's done. This is not you. Cool. We'll close the card, send you a new one, bloggity blah, credit you for that. And it's done in like 10 minutes. I'm out of there. I'm done. See how quick that is? Because it's just a tool. Somebody got it. I don't know how they got it. Don't really care. That's why I use my credit card every single place I go. I use my debit card nowhere, because that's a whole different scenario when your debit card gets hacked. Okay. All right. Just a second. I'm going through my notes here. So the caller wasn't me. And then now imagine the millions of people with credit cards that don't have alerts set up. Can you imagine? Don't even look at their bill. Can you imagine how much money scammers are getting away with, but simply from people not even paying attention to their bill with no alerts? Let it ride all the way to the end of the month. And if you don't even look at your statement, you're going to just pay the bill and pay for the scammers, whatever they've done to you. That's millions on top of millions. I'm very rare a person that catches and sets up alerts and all that stuff. I know I'm rare because I'm financially free. I don't let scammers take advantage of me. Scammers go after people in debt. You know how to spot a scammer? They do things that don't make any financial sense. That's how to tell it's a scam, because it doesn't make financial sense. And if it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. CENTS. Good morning, Deep in Thought. Welcome. Welcome to the new world. The new financial world outside the debt matrix, that is. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me keep going down here. Okay, keep. Now, if a thief was smart, right? And I'm sure there's some out there, okay? Some know what I know, and then they're just taking advantage of this fact, okay? But they don't know what they're risking if they get caught. I'm not chancing any of that. Money is, you get on the financially free side of the world, there is absolutely no reason to scam anybody. It's so easy to make money. There's no reason to scam. No reason to cheat on your taxes. No reason to scam credit cards. There's no reason for it at all. You'll see once you come on this side of the game, right? But anyway, if a thief say like they just took $2 from every credit card they stole, $2, nobody will pay attention to that. Nobody. They'll think of some surcharge or some charge they got at some convenience store. They won't even pay attention to it. Now, if you times that by 10,000 people, and they did that for a month, that's $20,000 a month off of $2. Ain't that crazy? There's nobody that's working for example, the majority of people in debt, they're working 40 plus hours a week, right? You think they're going to get on the phone with their credit card customer service to dispute a $2 charge, stay on hold, maybe 15, 20 minutes for $2? They're not doing that. They're not going to do that. They're just going to pay it and say, F it. I don't care what it is. I probably picked it up somewhere, and the scammer is going to make a killing. I'm sure they're doing it now. Okay. This is just what I see. I'm not a scammer. Again, I wouldn't take that chance. All right. You get caught, that's federal time, baby. Now you're a felon. Nope, sorry. For $2, no, not for $2. For thousands of dollars, money is paper. Once you get outside the debt matrix, you really understand that money is a tool and it's just a piece of paper. I'm not trading the time of my life for it. Keep that paper. No, sir, not doing any of that. So you guys that trust me, understand this is a business. A business is designed to help you. I'm not scamming you. I'm helping you. I'm helping you change your life forever. 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 There is no going back. Once you cross over what I show you with the information I'm sharing with you, once you cross over, there is no going back. I promise you. All right, let's go on. So now, like, for example, my credit bureaus, all three, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, they're all frozen. Now, the link is in the description if you want to freeze all three of your credit bureaus. And the reason why I do that, it helps prevent identity theft, somebody opening up credit cards in my name. I don't use credit like that. I have one credit card that I have, and that's it. The rest of them are frozen. The link's in the description, right? So just in case somebody does get my information, they can't open up nothing because it's frozen. See what I'm saying? I don't need it. It's a tool. And when I do, if I ever need it, I can unfreeze it. It's called thawed out. I can thaw it out for a particular business to say, this business is allowed to look at my credit report for this period of time. Once they're done, it's refrozen. See what I'm saying? But I haven't done that in years because I don't need it. Hey, Ryan, right here. When you're ready, you need a plan. I promise you. I'll lay the plan out for you. All you got to do is follow it. And guess what? You'll be free. And you ain't never going back, Ryan. Never. You'll be an alien like me. You'll speak debt free and nobody will understand what you're saying. Nobody, they'll be looking like, you remember that Charlie Brown teacher voice? I don't know how old you are, but if you're young, go ahead and YouTube it, okay? I might be telling you my age, but anyway, well, I do. I'm almost 50. Anyway, look up Charlie Brown teacher voice. It just goes wah, 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 wah. That's how the people in the debt matrix will sound to you when they speak to you about getting a great deal on a finance car. Hey, I got a great deal, or I didn't have to hardly put any money down. They don't know what they're saying when they talk like that. Get used to this word, okay. Because if you don't get used to the word okay, You're going to lose all your friends and family because they're going to think hey, he thinks he's better than us and this and that. And that. No, you just speak a different language now. I promise you, there is no going back. Okay? Family and friends will think you crazy. Hey, DTN knows. DTN window cleaning knows. And then when you're free and you start having stacks of money, guess what? All the people in the debt matrix will feel as if they deserve some of it because you have it. Not that you're offering help to get them out of debt. They feel since you already have it, you should be giving it to them. It's crazy. Welcome to my world. But once you're on this side, it's so easy to say no. No, why not? No, I don't want to explain to you. No. Okay, let's go on. All right. Now, like I said, credit is nothing more than a tool. Now, if you're scared, here's another test. If you're scared right now to pull out your credit cards, call them up, close them, and cut them up, and that sends you into a panic, you're in financial trouble because you need the credit cards. They're not tools for you. You need them. You probably thinking, nah, man, I need these for emergencies. Never once stopping to think, how come I don't have my own money for emergencies? Have you ever thought about it that way? I need my credit cards for emergencies. How come I don't have my own money for emergencies? That's programming. That's conditioning. The credit card companies have made you believe that you need their information. They're credit cards, but that's just business. That's business. This is years of engineering conditioning. They're pros at this game. I respect credit card companies. I respect banks. They have this game mastered. I keep telling you guys over and over, somebody designed this system. This system is designed, baby, and it works like a well-oiled machine. You get to choose. It's all about choice. You get to choose which side of this machine you want to be on, consumer side or business side. You choose. It's your choice. How do you choose? By trusting your own math. If you trust your math, here's the mathematical formula. I keep repeating this. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. When you see that number, you now have the choice to believe it or not. If your finances are in the negative, you get right there, you have a choice to believe, hey, I'm broke or I'm not. And if you choose not to, I'll tell you why you don't believe it. You believe you own everything you financed. You believe, even though you have a 30-year mortgage, you believe you're a homeowner. While you're fighting over buying versus leasing a car, totally forgetting it doesn't even matter at all. The bank owns them both. Who cares? Buying versus leasing. Only people in the debt matrix fight over such non-stupid, trivial mathematical things like that. Who cares? The bank owns the car, period. I see people post their new car on Facebook and see everyone in the comments saying congrats, not realizing the bank's car plus the negative. Hey, check it out. Hey, have you noticed this also, Ulysses? You can't say a word. You can't jump in and say, hey, why are you guys so happy about financing a car? Hey, I got a promotion. And then you just, and they say, I got a promotion. I deserve a brand new car. They don't realize they set themselves back twice reverse with the money they made. They might have got a 5-10, a promotion with more money, but they set themselves back 2 steps. But they don't know that. So you just better shut up and just read it, Ulysses, and keep on going. Oh, yeah, you will become an instant hater. Look at this hater. Oh, he's just hating because he's already rich. He owns his own business and he has a job. Everybody's not rich, Ulysses, so you better shut up. You're the alien now, okay? Welcome to my world. But see, I have a channel for those people to come and understand, all right? When you're ready to hear, they just come to my channel. I'm unlike the majority, 90% on the YouTube. I'm not even bragging. I'm telling you guys this because this is what I'm saying to you. Because I'm just using math. When you go to other finance channels, are they using basic 5th grade math? They talking all this complexity. And what you learn from here, check it out. What I teach you from here, right? Once you understand that it's just basic math, and then when you go to these other finance channels on YouTube, you will clearly hear if they're speaking from a debt perspective or a debt-free perspective. You will clearly hear it. Understand this. If they're speaking like that, they don't know what they're saying. See what I'm saying? Hey, go for an FHA mortgage. FHA mortgages are for people that cannot afford homes and refuse to believe that fact. Whether they know this or not is 100% irrelevant to math. Do you understand? See how that is? Thank you, Reality of Fitness. Much appreciated. Thank you. And what I teach, say like this. If you are successful at your job or business and you're part of this debt matrix, but the outside world cannot see it, right? They can't see that you're up to your eyeballs in debt. I'm telling you that I can. I can see people like that. I can change your world. I'll turn your whole world around. You will quadruple your profits. If you already know how to make money, but you're stuck in the debt matrix, because there's different levels to the debt matrix: poor, middle class, and rich. But they're still in the debt matrix, okay? People that make more money that still live in the debt matrix, they all of a sudden they start making more money or come into a windfall of money. They just believe they can afford a larger mortgage payment, a higher car payment. You're still in the debt matrix. I promise you, I'll change your world. You'll never go back. You'll check it out. And this is not bragging. You'll see my price. I'll change your world. You'll come back to me and say, Linnell, I would have paid you 10 times your price had I known this type of freedom. I promise you. I've said that to myself millions of times because I've been in the 6 digits for so long. I was a computer engineer for the last 20 years. 6 digits, years, still living paycheck to paycheck. But I can tell that to you guys because I'm not embarrassed about it now. I'm not embarrassed about it. Okay, let's get back onto the subject here. Once you get out of the debt matrix, you'll understand credit is a business. Credit bureaus like Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, they make billions selling your information. Billions with a B. Yes, a B. A big B. Okay? Now, if you start to get upset about that, that's a feeling. Like I said at the beginning of this video, that's when you get upset about a business making money from you. That's just like you're getting upset at 5 plus 5 equaling 10. It's math. It's 10. Math doesn't care about how you feel about 5 plus 5 equaling 10. Same thing with business. Never mix your feelings with your money or your business. You treat your personal finances like a business. I promise you, if you treat your personal finances like a business, you will carry those same habits over to your own business. You will know once you come on the business side of the economy credit, you will know how to filter through all the fakers that are on the side of business. You'll be able to filter through the fakers easy, because they will carry, if they've been in debt all their life in their personal side, they will carry those same habits over to the business side. How do I know this? Because they know nothing else. It's nothing personal. Nothing personal. There's nothing like financial freedom. I promise you, there's nothing in the world like it. And if you've been in debt all your life, you will never know what this feels like. Financial freedom is not rich. It means your finances are at 0 and above, period. When people ask me, hey, Linnell, what's your net worth? I say, hey, don't worry about that. All you need to know is my finances are in the black, period. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know no numbers. About student loans, I've been making the minimum payments while snowballing the lower debts. And I noticed they keep lowering my monthly minimum due for the student loan payments. You know why? You know why, William? I know this is not in my favor, but to ensure that. Yes, you know what they're doing? So you know, William S., they're applying your extra payments towards interest. You must call them and tell them to stop doing that. You know why? Because they're playing on the fact that you're going to use one day, you're going to use that cushioning of the dates keep getting pushed further and further. They already know your mindset. They're masters at this game. I made a video on this just the other day. They already know you're going to look at that date and say, hey, I'm going to leave it that way just in case something happens to me financially. I won't have to pay my student loans for a few months because I'm ahead. They already planned that. That's a plan. That's not documented anywhere. Once you step outside the debt matrix, that's obvious. But same thing. You need to call them and tell them that. Minimum payments on a student loan, you're never getting out of student loan debt ever. You must have a plan, William. I promise. That's what I do. This is what I do for my clients. I create the plan for them. Interest is not the problem. It's not the problem. My goal is to pay $1,000 a month more and call to have it applied to the principal per your previous. Hey, you know what, William? Don't even wait. Do it now. Get it out the way so you know you didn't forget to do it. Just one day, just call and say, hey, any extra go to blah, 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 apply it to principal. Do it right now. And make sure you mark the date, time, reference number, everything you did it, because sometimes they accidentally forget. Don't play that game. You treat it like business. You keep impeccable records. You can't, like when you do taxes, you can't say to the tax man and say, hey, they say, hey man, you needed to pay X amount of taxes. You can't tell them, hey, you know what? I forgot to write that down. How much in taxes I was supposed to pay? Oh man, I forgot. That's not an excuse. This is business. All right, back to the thing. All right, here we go. All right. Have you noticed how you get one? I haven't navigated and checked that out. Okay, good. Have you noticed how you get one free credit report a year, but the credit bureaus can sell your information to other businesses, and those businesses will sell you your own information year round, and they offer it as a service. Banks do this all the time. Hey, you bank with us, we'll give you free access to your credit report and credit score. This is business. Ain't that weird to you? Because it's a business. It's your information, but you have to pay to access to it. That is crazy. And people believe, hey, since I bank with this bank, this is a perk. See how they do that? They got this on lock, people. Everybody believes that they need credit, totally forgetting that it's not a need. It's just a tool. It's a business tool. You don't need credit. That's a lie. But yet people in the debt matrix believe they talk about it all the time. They talk about it. You notice how, like, I was just watching, this is a little bit off subject, but I was watching this love show, this black love show, Looking for Love or something. I don't know what it was called. But anyway, the majority of the people on there, they're dressed a certain way, and they're always constantly saying, hey, I'm good looking and I got good credit. Keep saying this over and over again, like good credit means anything. It doesn't mean anything. Good credit comes at a price. Good credit is not free. You must stay in debt. Well, in the debt matrix, it's hard to explain, but the majority of people are in debt, for totally forgetting that in order to have good credit, you must remain in debt. The majority of people in the debt matrix believe that. When you're outside the debt matrix, you can see there's other ways, but the majority are in debt to have that good credit score. It's not free. But yet people talk about it all the time on social media. Oh, my credit this. And have you noticed, like, for example, have you noticed how many credit fixes are out there? There's a million of them. You just throw a dart and you'll find one. You ever notice that? There's a million credit fixers out there. Why is that? Don't you ever just stop to think that? Yeah, why are there so many? Because it doesn't matter. They're not changing what they're doing. They're giving you the service that you're asking for. Don't get me wrong. They're giving you the service that you're requesting, but they're not getting you out of debt. They're just doing some stuff that they can legally do, raise your score. Why? So you can get deeper in debt, because the majority of people are trying to fix their credit so they can apply for more credit to get deeper in debt. It's just a vicious circle. Ooh, wee. but it's business. All right, let's go on. Once once you once you once you become a client of mine, right? I will help you see the two sides of credit, the consumer side and the business side. I bring you from the consumer side to the business side of credit. I'll teach you how to use it. I mean, you'll once I show you, you'll naturally see what I'm telling you. And when you come back, like when you become a client and you go through you complete the plan that I create for you, right? And then you'll come back and watch the videos again. You'll be like, damn, Lynette, that was so obvious. That was so obvious what you were saying. That is clear as day. Exactly. You're gonna laugh at the videos that I make. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't hear that before. I had to rewatch it again, and I was just laughing. Exactly. I promise you. Get more credit. Wow, that's the yeah. I didn't see that either, Ulysses. DTN, I did not see that. Like, for example, here's an example. Let me tell you what something is so obvious. When people try to get a house, decide, say like 2020, somebody says, hey, this is the year I'm gonna try to get a house. Guess what? It's too late. Hey, I'm gonna fix my credit because I want to get a house this year. When I hear somebody say that, I already know it's already too late for them, but they don't know that. To get a house, to finance a house properly, takes years of proper preparation. You just don't wake up one year and say, this is the year I want to do it. I need to get my credit straight. If you're saying that in the same year you want to get a house, you are already behind years. You're about to get an FHA loan. That's what you're about to get, because that's FHA loans are for people that think like that. Hey, this is the year I better now fix my credit and I'm going to get a house right now. You're too late. You're already too late. But they don't know that. That's why they get FHA mortgages, subprime mortgages. Now once I bring you on the business side of credit, you'll see how it all works. Because let me tell you something. In order for people to cross over and become wealthy, rich, whatever you want to call it, because rich is different for everybody else. Rich means different things for many people, but wealthy only means one thing: owning the time in your life. Time is the most valuable thing on earth. You can't get more of it. It's so obvious. It's so obvious that time is the most valuable thing on earth. You can't buy none, borrow none. No matter how much time no matter how much overtime you work, you can never get more time. The more you own, the wealthier you are. You'll do I do whatever it takes to own the time in my life. Whatever it takes. I let nobody waste it. Nobody. You will never forget that, ever. So if you're at work listening to this right now, let me give you an example. I told you I was going to come back to this. If you're at work right now, let me tell you something. If you've worked through lunch, if you've answered an email after work hours, if you've answered a phone call after work hours, you just gave away the time in your life for free, because that wasn't part of your contract when you signed up. When they hired you, did they say, hey, by the way, on top of the 40 hours, you're going to work through your lunches, you're going to answer all the emails and phone calls after work hours, you're going to do all that? Does that say any of that in the contract? You're doing that because you're in debt and you don't want to be on the business's bad side, your boss bad side, or whatever. Once you're financially free, you'll never let your job get away with any of that. That immediately stops. I promise you, it stops, because you're giving away the time in your life for free. Have you ever said to your child, hey, son, daughter, I'm sorry I can't make it to your game. I got to work, but I'll make it up to you. Guess what? You're lying to your own child. You know why? Because that time is gone forever. That's impossible. That's impossible to get back that moment in time. That's gone forever. And you just gave it away for free, or working overtime or whatever to pay for that car, that cell phone, furniture, washer and dryer, all that. You gave it away. You're never getting it back. Once you get on this debt-free side, I promise you, Once I bring you over here, you're never going back. You'll never allow that kind of crap ever. Now, when you come over here, you'll understand, you'll realize the majority of the population must stay in the debt matrix. Because this whole system, again, I keep telling you guys this whole system was designed, and the only way it'll work if the majority of the population keep financing cell phones, cars, washer and dryer, stereo systems, tires, expensive rims, blenders, whatever, everything that goes down and that depreciates, everything that goes down in value, they must keep doing that unless, in order for the wealthy, the rich to stay rich, for the wealthy to stay wealthy. This is how it works. It's no secret. It's nothing personal. It's all a choice. You either choose to believe math or not. If it's totally up to you. None of this is hidden. I don't know who designed this. Hid something in plain sight. It is so obvious to me. Your whole world, I will change your whole entire financial world. And it's never too late. As long as you're breathing, I want you to feel this freedom. Don't start saying, oh man, I wish I would have known this years ago, because the funny thing is that I be hearing 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds saying that, oh man, if I'd known this a few years ago, man, and they're still young. Young people don't even know they're young. That's the crazy part. When you're young, you don't realize you're young. You just look at everybody else as old, totally forgetting that you're the one brand new to earth. We've been here 20, 30 years. Not saying everybody at my age knows what I know, but imagine this. If you learn from what I'm teaching you while you're in your 20s and 30s, by the time you're my age, oh man. Oh man. Oh, it sure does, Ryan. Oh yeah. It sits right here on the forehead. It sits right here. Daily waking up about bills and money and pressure. I have none of that. I don't even think of, hey, Brian, I don't even think about money. Don't even think about it. Only when I have to. Hey, oh, it's rent. Oh yeah, November 1st. Oh yeah, I got to pay the rent. But even that's scheduled. I really don't even think about it. It's scheduled in my bank account. Hey, pay this at this date. I don't even think about it. And then I get an alert. Hey, Linnell, we sent this payment to your landlord or whatever, right? And then it's done. Okay, cool. Done. It ages. When people on Facebook, they start talking about, like, check this out. I just saw this the other day. There was a meme talking about, hey, it went something like, hey, I'm not broke. I'm just broke but I still have the money to pay my rent and the light bill, and I got food on the table and this and that. And I just want to jump in there and say, hey, that's just surviving. And then you should have saw how many broke people love telling. This is the crazy part. Broke people love telling the world that they're broke. You should have saw how many comments were on this meme. Oh, I'm broke. I feel you. Yeah, I'm broke, but I'm not that broke, but I am broke. It's like you're happy to tell the world that you're broke, but they don't know they're doing that. Because if they knew, they wouldn't say it. You think I chimed in on that meme? I just read the comments. I'm not saying a word. No, sir. In order for us to remain wealthy, we must have the majority of people thinking like that. That's nothing personal. It must be like that for the system to work. See what I'm saying? The glitch, again, it's the matrix. The glitch in the debt matrix is this. It's this simple. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. CENTS. It's that simple. Math and money are one. They cannot be separated unless you involve your feelings. If you say, this is what it sounds like when you do that. Hey, I know 100 plus 100 equals 200, but I really feel like if 100 plus 100 equals 300, I would have more money on my check. I would really feel better if it added up to 300 instead of 200. That's what it sounds like when you involve your feelings with your money. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Ever. Christmas times comes around and you ain't got no money for Christmas. You tell everybody, I don't have any money for Christmas. I'm broke. You say that. I know a lot of people are too scared to say that to the other people in the debt matrix because they're going to ridicule you. Oh man, he's broke. Hey, I'll loan you some money and this and that. Feel sorry for you. But you got to realize they're in the debt matrix. They just don't know it. You do. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to constantly tell everybody you're broke. Say that to yourself in the mirror. But when somebody says, hey man, we're going on this trip or vacation, you want to come? You say, no, I can't afford it. You say that. You don't care what they think. You do not care what the other people in the debt matrix think about your financial situation. They don't know, and you do. I have friends right now, and they check it out. My friend, I know Ryan, it's the American dream, right? It's the American dream. Totally forgetting in order for you to live the American dream, you must remain asleep. It's a dream. Look how obvious I made that sound. When I was in the debt matrix, I couldn't see or hear that. Now that I'm out of the debt matrix, oh yeah, in order for you to dream, you must be asleep. It's bad. I know it sounds horrible, but it's just math. Fifth grade math. No, I take that back. I take that back. Hey, Ulysses, DTN window cleaning. It's not even fifth grade math. You know how I know this? Because a sixth grader, a client's sixth grade son that is in sixth grade told me he watched one of my videos, and you know what he said to his father? Dad, the math he's talking about, I learned in the second and third grade. That's what he said to his dad. That's what he said to his dad. That should make you angry. Oh man. I was like, what? Word? Yeah, word. Believe that. And to bring these holidays goes against my religion of seeking financial freedom. Exactly. Hey, Ryan, holidays are made up for business. It's made up for business. It's just business. It's just business. I mean, have you noticed they're popping up with more? Hey, it's taco day. It's donut day. It's buy a coffee day. It's whatever. They just make them up, and people just, all you got to do is watch Facebook, and everybody follows it. Follows it, just like the Borg, the Star Trek, the Borg, the collective. The collective live in the matrix. That's where they live. They just follow. Hey, it's Black Friday. It's White Tuesday. It's whatever, and they just do it. When holidays come up, I don't care what anybody thinks. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? All right. My girlfriend, her birthday and Christmas, those are major holidays. I get it. Okay, that's her thing. She knows how I am. I have to compromise, okay? And I have real money, so I buy things, right? They're not credit. Cyber Monday, exactly. Amazon Day. Tell people they need to buy on this day because Amazon's going to put things on sale, whatever. But I compromise. You know, my woman likes Christmas. Okay, we're going to have Christmas. But nobody pressures me to have Christmas. Now, if she wasn't with me, would I celebrate Christmas? Probably not. But I have to compromise. You know what I'm saying? It can't be my way or the highway. You know what I'm saying? But all other days, she knows. I don't, none of that Valentine's Day stuff where everything's jacked up. I don't do that. I tell her, hey, we can do something before Valentine's Day or after. I'm not doing the day of. I don't do that. Sorry. You want to be with me? That's the rule. I don't pay just because somebody say it's this day and you're going to pay this. No, sir. I ain't doing none of that. Holidays are made up for business. Period. But when you have real money, I'm not saying, check it out. When you get out of debt and you have real money and you want to celebrate the holidays, do that. It's fun. It's nice to give to people. Okay, don't get me wrong. Giving, when you have it, giving is an awesome feeling. That's the best way I can describe it. It's an awesome feeling. Give it if you have it. But if you don't have it, you're not giving anyway. You're not giving anything. You're just burying yourself deeper in debt. You're going further in the negative. Credit is a business. Use it. It's a tool. The key is when you have it. How do you determine if you have it? My master mathematical formula. That's why I bought the domain. Savings minus debt. That's going to be my new domain, because Daddy and my daddy can be interpreted many ways by people. Oh, daddy, ain't nobody. Daddy ain't my daddy. I ain't in debt. And this and that. It could be determined so many different ways. But savings minus debt, that can't be misinterpreted at all. Hey, I need to find out if I can afford this new car I want. That's easy. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have for a new car. If your finances are in the negative, you can't afford the car. Hey, do I need to be contributing more towards my retirement? Savings minus debt equals how much money you have towards retirement. Is it in the negative? Yeah, then no, you can't. That applies to everything you want to buy. Hey, I want to buy these new shoes. Apply my formula to it. You have the money? No, you can't do it. It's so easy. It's undeniable. Period. See how that works? Free 30-minute consultation. Don't forget to like this video, please. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Please hit the reminder button. I welcome all comments, everything. Hey, when I'm speaking in these videos, I love it when people email me, DebtAintMyDaddy at gmail.com. DebtAintMyDaddy at gmail.com. If I'm in one of these videos, I'm not clear about something, or you want a better explanation or a deeper explanation, please email me and tell me, and then I'll make a video on it. I don't take offense to anything. Hey, Linnell, you need to do this. It's better that. Hey, whatever. I've learned like this. This is what I've learned since getting out on my own. If you decide to do this, 2 jobs, welcome. Beauty Jock, welcome. Hello. Savings minus debt. Yep. Savings minus debt. One word. Savingminusdebt.com. That's coming soon. I already bought the domain. It's already gone. It's already got it right away. Easy. You know why? Because what I do is rare. I knew I was going to get it. I knew nobody had it, because nobody knows it even exists. It's that simple. Easy. What up? Welcome. This is what I've learned since I left the working world to start my own business. You know, when you're in the working world, you just think you got to come out and you got to sell stuff, right? This is what I've learned, the main piece. You got to get people to trust you first before they're going to buy anything from you. It doesn't matter. I could have the best product in the world, but if nobody trusts me, nobody's going to buy it. So what I did, I started making video after video after video after video after video, because first of all, it's just my passion. Okay, it's just my passion, right? And I started questioning myself, hey man, I'm making so many videos, but I'm not making any money. Something just kept telling me, keep going, Linnell, keep going, Linnell, keep going, right? Now people are slowly catching on. They're seeing how simple what I'm teaching, so simple. It's no tricks. I'm constant with these videos. He ain't faking, because anybody faking would have gave up a long time ago. They'd be like, oh, I ain't making no money. Let me trash this idea. Earn people's trust, and then people will buy from you if they trust you, right? I'm not here to rip nobody off. People scam artists. How long you gonna be in business? I'm not. Hey, I'm gonna do this until I'm dead. How do I know this? Because math is never, ever, ever going to change. Math is never going to change. Math works worldwide. Doesn't matter the euro, the dinero, the American dollar, the Canadian dollar. Doesn't matter. Math crosses all barriers of different financial currency. Doesn't matter. It all works the same. Crazy, huh? Thank you, all of you guys, for trusting me. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. Thank you for listening, downloading my videos, listening to in your car, at work. Man, you guys at work, oh my God, I'm gonna change, man. Your whole job is going to change. You're going to be looking at your job totally different. Your manager that comes to work with an attitude and tries to take it out on you, when you're financially free, you won't let none of that happen. You'll turn to him and say, hey, I'm not sure what happened at home, but please don't bring that to work. You'll say it just like that. Yeah, please don't do that. You'll look right at him and say that. Yeah. Are you okay today? Your boss goes, hey, why? Yeah, because you have sort of an attitude towards me, and we're at a place of business. You don't bring personal feelings to business. If you had a problem at home with your wife or your kids, you probably should. I mean, you're not going to say this, but you probably should have stayed at home. You got to change your name? What you mean, 2 jobs? Oh, I answered my own question. I crack myself up, huh? I crack myself up. Yeah, you're gonna have to change your name, man. Don't be proud saying 2 jobs, okay? Because I don't even want one. Hey, check it out. I have 2 jobs. I've not had a traditional job. That's his name, beauty job. I had a traditional job for the first 40 years of my life, right? Now, I haven't had a traditional job since 2016. Okay, we're about to go on 4 years right now, right? The thought of a 40-hour work week, the thought of getting up, getting in the car, driving to a place I really don't want to go to. Now listen to my thought process so you guys can hear this. Driving in a car that I'm paying for to go to a place I don't want to go, and then I'm sitting in traffic with thousands of other people around me. You look to the right and you look to the left, all have the same faces, like, oh my God, I don't even want to be here, but yet we have to be there because of the very thing we're driving to get there. Okay, that because you're and not being paid for the hour or 2 of my life to get there, to go to a place I don't even want to be. Ooh, the thought of that that scares me. This is why I go so hard at building this and helping people at the same time. This is why I go so hard. It drives me. I don't want to go back to that ever. What'd you say, Ryan? White elderly owner at my job acts like a child. Yeah, see what I'm saying, Ryan? Acts like a child. Now, check this out, Ryan. If you're good at what you do at your job and you're financially free, I promise you, you will never allow that. And the owner will never let you go because it's business. They're not going to fire somebody that's producing for them. Because remember this, if you're financially free, you get to choose where you work. You're not going to work at a place that you cannot stand. That you're not going to do that, I promise you. So whatever job you choose, because I'm not knocking jobs, don't get me wrong. This is my choice not to have a regular job. But I'm saying when you're financially free, you're only going to work where you choose to work, not where you have to work. People that work where they have to work is because they're in debt. They live in a debt matrix. But when you're not in debt, you choose to work where you want to work. And you're going to be very good at that job because you want to be there and there's no pressure to be there, right? So you're going to be very good. So you're going to be producing. Now, if the boss, the manager comes to work and acts like a child, you're going to put a stop to that. And you're going to say, hey, don't do that. And they're going to know when they come into the job, they're going to know not to approach you like that. They're going to keep approaching to the people and have that attitude or a child like that towards the people that need that job, that's going to accept that kind of behavior. I promise you this is never going to happen. Because check this out. I forgot to tell you this. Okay. So the last day at my last job, right? I remember. Now I was financially free, debt free for about a year before I quit. Okay. And I remember when I was leaving, now I had excellent coworkers. I mean, a lot of people that I work with I work well with them, but I didn't really talk to the CEO that much, the CEO of the department. I was a computer engineer, cloud engineer for 20 years. Okay. Not at this particular job, just throughout my career. This last job, I was there for about 5 years. Okay. I remember the day I was leaving, somebody told the CEO that I was leaving. Now, I know the CEO could tell my demeanor for the last year. I know he could tell it. I know he could see it. Say, hey, something's different about Linnell. They call me LJ. Most people call me LJ. There's something different about LJ. I could tell by the way he was looking at me, because I wasn't kissing his ass like the majority of people come when he comes walking through the building. Hey, how you doing? Nice shoes, this and that, this and that. Now, if he's looking nice, I'll say, hey, man, I like your shirt or whatever, right? But I'm not going to be kissing your ass. This is business. I don't need to do all. I perform. I do my job good, whatever, right? The day I was leaving, he was having a meeting with the higher up officials in this particular meeting boardroom. He asked me to come into the meeting before, hey, ask LJ, can he come see me before he leaves? I walk in there. He sets me up at the head of the table in front of all the board members and all the higher ups in the business. I was like, what am I even doing in here? I didn't say that. And you could tell by the members at the table, they were kind of looking at like, yeah, why is he in here? I was thinking that same question in my head, but I was staring at him. He was in charge, so he was pretty much in charge of the room. He's like, hey, I just want to let you know, man, good luck on your ventures, where you're going, how you. It just didn't make any sense. But now that I'm outside the debt matrix, I do know. He could see that I knew. He could see that I wasn't the average worker. He could see that. I promise you, he could see that. That's why I was in that room. People can tell. People will know. I promise you. If you're at a job right now that you don't like, you can't stand, once you become financially free, you're going to leave. You're going to leave. You're out of there. You're going to be out of there so fast, so fast. If you feel like say like you're at a job, you've been at a job for years and you feel like you deserve this promotion and you didn't get it, but you know you deserved it, you're going to leave. You're going to say, okay, well, I'm going to go find a place that understands that I know what I'm doing, and you're going to leave. That's why I left this last job. I applied for a promotion I felt I deserved. They said no. Sorry, we're going to hire somebody else and you're going to train that person. I said, oh, really? I mean, I didn't say it to him like that. I just said, oh, okay. Then I put in my 2 weeks. Then they were shocked. Hey, LJ, why are you putting your 2 weeks? What's going on? I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I asked for this promotion now because I don't take it personally, because when you're in debt, guess what you're going to do if you don't get the promotion? You're going to go back to your desk. You're going to complain, and you're going to complain to other coworkers. I can't believe I didn't get it. I really deserve this and that. Those are feelings. Those are all feelings. Remove your feelings from your job. A job is a business. Remove your feelings, right? I didn't take it personally. But when you're in debt, you have to take it, sit there, because you can't go nowhere. You have car notes to pay. You have your cell phone, your brand new iPhone Pro Max. You got to pay for that, right? When you don't have any of that, I just waited, put in my 2 weeks, and say, here you go. They say, hey, why are you putting in your 2 weeks? I said, you guys didn't give me the promotion. I'm going to another job that's going to give me the position that I want. What do you mean? Hello, Hassan. Welcome. Welcome. And check it out. When I left my last job, I made $110,000 a year. And now, please don't look at that money as big time money, okay? When you're in the debt matrix, 6 figures is a program conditioned thing inside of the debt matrix. Make it sound like that's a lot of money when you're making 6 figures. That's a program, people. That's conditioning, okay? Don't think it's big money, okay? When I left that job, I was making $110,000 a year. Went to another job. They gave me a $50,000 a year a raise job. I made $160,000 at the job I left them for. I stayed there a month and I quit. Now, most people hear that and say, you quit a $160,000 a year job? Yes, because it took me at least 30 to 45 minutes to get there in a car. That's 45 minutes I'm never going to get back. There and back every day. That's too much of my time being wasted. Sorry. And just check this out. And when I decided to quit a month later, you know what they said to me? I'm going to just tell you, it was T-Mobile. Okay. You know what they said to me? Hey, LJ, where you going? You need more. They said, you need more money? Why are you leaving? You need more money? I was like, I was like, I've been selling I've been selling myself short for years. More money? You paying me 160? But I said, nah, it ain't that. It ain't that. I need to discover something else. Where you going? Nowhere. You're not going to another job? Mm-mm. What you gonna do? Nothing. You should have saw the look, the puzzled look on their face. What do you mean? I'm not explaining stuff to the people in the debt matrix. They'll never understand it in a million years. Ryan, that's a feeling. Businesses do what they need to do to get the most money. It's no different when you shop around for a particular product and you're looking for the best deal. You're going to buy from the company that's going to sell you for the sell it at the cheapest price. It's the same thing. Businesses are going to get a quality person at the cheapest rate, the cheapest they have to pay. That's business. When you walk into a business or a job and you know your value, you're going to say it and they're going to know it. You know how most people get nervous? Like they always say, "Hey, okay, how much are you looking for?" You know, that's like a when you're in debt, you like, "Oh man, I don't want to write too much because I don't want them to not hire me. I don't want to do that." You know, no, I say it. Hey, what's your scale? They'll give me a range from this range to this range. I'll say the top range. That's what I want. Well, there's usually steps to get here. Yeah, I know that, but I want to skip all that. I want to. This is what I want. You don't want to pay it? Okay, cool. All right. Have a good. But mind you, the majority of people are in debt, so they will accept those kind of terms. They'll accept lesser pay, even though they know they're worth more. They'll accept less money because they have debts. They have car notes, cell phones, furniture payments, washer and dryer payments, whatever. The name I chose because it takes two jobs to make it for the average American day. Two jobs, that counts on who you're talking to. If you're watching that on the news, if you're talking to other people in the debt matrix, I'm sure they're saying that. What if I told you you could live comfortably on $35,000 a year? Would you believe me? Would you believe me? I do. Comfortably. 35,000, but 35,000 with no debt? Oh, you can live lovely. You just got to know how to do it. I know how to do it. I keep telling people, 35,000, you got to be living in a shack on the street, a piece of crap car, bloggity blah. That's all debt talk. Wah 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 wah. That's just debt talk. 35,000 easy. Easy. You just can't be in debt. I saw a census online the other day. Hey, the average American is making 33,000 medium income and bloggity blah blah blah, and people shooting that crap all over Facebook. I always look at it and say it counts on who you're talking to, who's telling you that information. Is it somebody that has student loans older than their children? I wouldn't take financial advice from a person that has student loans that are older than their children. I wouldn't take their advice. I wouldn't get tax information, tax advice from a person that's in tax trouble with the IRS. They're in trouble with the IRS. I wouldn't get tax advice from that person. I wouldn't hire an accountant that doesn't balance their own personal finances when they do it every day for business, but yet they don't do it for their own personal finances. I wouldn't hire that accountant. MasterCard is talking exactly. Hassan, when you said that to me the other day in the comments, I didn't even pay attention to that. MasterCard. They're saying it right out in the open. I'm your master, slave. I'm your master, slave. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Just going to accept it and keep making my payments. In Seattle, that's a myth. I'm assuming you meant to spell Seattle. That's where I've lived most of my life, in Seattle. First 50 years, 49 years of my life. I just moved in July. They're making you believe that. That's a belief. If you're in, I'm going to put it this way, Two Jobs. If you've been in debt all your life, you only speak debt. So in other words, the conditioning on the news and the people around you, the news is conditioning you. The other people in debt that say, hey, yeah, you can't live in Seattle for this. You got to be making $97,000. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. As soon as you hear the words, the people say, hey, everybody. As soon as you hear the words everybody has car notes. Everybody that lives in Seattle must make this. As soon as you hear the word everybody, you better stop listening to them, because that's not true. They're saying everybody in Washington State, everybody in the United States. That's not true. In order for us, people like me, to remain financially free, in order for the wealthy to remain wealthy, the majority of people must believe what you're saying, Two Jobs. In order for us to remain free, they must believe that you're broke if you make $35,000 a year. You have you're nobody. You must remain believing that. I promise you. This is what I do for clients. I help them see. You'll never go back, ever. That's not true. MasterCard is your master. You're right, Hassan. It is. It won't be hard. You just need a plan, man. And again, I'm gonna tell you one more time, Two Jobs. If you've been in debt all your life, there's something you cannot see. And I like that. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna steal that. Sorry, I'm gonna steal it. I keep telling you, savings minus debt. You want Two Jobs. You want this freedom? You want to know what it feels like to be financially free? To one day be wealthy? Wealthy meaning owning the time in your life? I'm gonna tell you your cost. Everybody's price is different. Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals your price. That's your price. Now, if you look at that number and say, "Whoa, that's too much," never mind, man. You'll never know. You'll still be believing what the news and everybody in the debt matrix is telling you. You got to be willing to pay that price. It's going to cost you. It's not free. You must feel the financial damage that you have done to yourself. You must feel it. The only way you're going to feel it is by paying it off. That's the only way. You cannot borrow your way out of debt. You can't. You can't borrow your way out of debt. When you have less time, you spend more money to keep yourself entertained. And that's exactly, Hassan. Exactly. That's part of the program, Hassan. That's part of the program. This is brilliant, baby. Somebody designed this system. What I'm sharing with you guys, it's not in books. No book I've ever read. Task 2 years debt free, except the mortgage. I feel you. I'm on task 2 years, except for the mortgage. Now, do you know what type of mortgage you have, Two Jobs? What type of mortgage do you have? Check it out. Now, even buying a house, right? When I decide to buy a house, I'm not going to go through neighborhoods and see what's for sale. I mean, well, I am and am not, but when it's time for me to buy a house, I'm going to look for foreclosures and tax liens. Because as long as there are people with 30-year mortgages that believe they're homeowners, I will be able to live anywhere I want in the United States. Now, Two Jobs, are you saying you're financially free? You're debt free right now, and your mortgage is the only thing? Yeah, conventional is perfect. All right, conventional is good. I just wanted to see if you knew and what type. But since you do know, now I'm trying to figure out, are you saying you're 100% debt free right now and the only debt you have is the mortgage? No, in 2 years. Okay, in 2 years. Gotcha. Well, if you ever decide you need a plan, I don't know if you got your own plan or you need a plan. I'm not saying that your plan is wrong or right, but I'm saying is this, but I can just tell by that some of the things you're telling me, hey, it's hard to live in Seattle on 30 something thousand. That's a program because I did it. I did that for the last couple of years before I actually moved to South Carolina. Oh, okay. All right, 2 jobs. You want it. Okay, no. All right, no. All right, I'm with you. Okay. You speak the language. All right. But there's one piece that you're not seeing if you're still talking like living in Seattle is hard, blah, blah, blah. That's the conditioned mindset. That's the wealthy, the people that understand money need the majority to believe that. And if they get people in Seattle, the majority of people in Seattle to believe that, they will accept the housing market prices that are being jacked up because of it. They'll believe it. Hey, this is Seattle. That medium housing market is this, and then they'll go and finance it. But people with money, we buy tax liens and foreclosures from people that have fallen for the condition of that very fact that they have put in the. See how it works? I'm just trying to make a connect. That's it. This applies everywhere throughout the United States. MasterCard is only your master if you can't afford to pay the balance at the end. Exactly, Black Knight. That's the only time they're your master. If you can't afford to pay the balance at the end of the month, they are your master. But if you can afford to pay the balance at the end of every month, they don't own you. You're just using their money for free. That's what I do with my credit card. I use their money for free. I believe it's MasterCard, is it? Yeah, my credit card is a MasterCard. I really don't care. I don't care if it's Visa or MasterCard. That doesn't even. I just not really. Yeah, it's a MasterCard. But I pay it off at the end of every month, so it doesn't matter. For those of you that don't know what a debt-free credit report looks like, I post. Oh, today's November 1st. I gotta post today's. I post my entire credit report every single month for you to see my full credit report, not just my credit score, my entire credit report. How many people you know do that? You ever see anybody do that? If you've seen people do that on the internet, put one in there. Put one in the chat room. Okay, put a one in there. Seen somebody post their entire credit report. Now, when I say entire credit report, I'm saying that like it just, in the section of credit card, you owe this. In the section of car loans, you owe this. In the section of whatever, you owe this. Not who they are and the names of them all. It just zero. You've never seen that, right? Then how come I'm the only one doing it? Does that make sense? This is how rare you will be. This is how rare this is. I'm trying to show you guys. I'm trying to show you guys this. Think about it. Damn, how come he's the only one that he doesn't really care? Oh, I use Credit Karma and Experian.com. That's what I use. Hey, it's November 1st. That's what I'm going to do. So does it update every month or the first of the month? I don't know. I really don't know, William. I don't know. I just go in the first of the month and just get it because I really don't care. I don't look at my credit score until I go look at it right now to copy it and show you guys. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know how it works. You got people out here, hey, only use 20% of your credit card and you do this and this utilizes that and this will change. Whatever. That means nothing to me. I just pay it off at the end of the month. I use whatever I want and then I pay it. You have control of the money and not their other way. Exactly. And they're fine. Hey, they know people like me are rare. They're not really worried about me. They're making billions. You think they're worried about me not paying interest because I'm paying off at the end of every month? I'm this part of their financial portfolio. Okay, that's all. I'm very minute. They gave you a check for the hacking that happened. Well, I heard that the check is like 120 something bucks, you know. I really didn't go to try to get money for the hacking bloggity blah. Because I think it's all a catch. I think that once you get in there and they do this, they're going to try to sell you something. I don't know. It's all business. I think they do the hacking on purpose. I think it's all done on purpose. I can't prove that, but they 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 a hack happens that puts fear in the people, and then they turn around and sell them credit protection, and people buy it. It's just the craziest thing. Hey, it works. It works. When I read that on the news, hey, so and so, something got hacked and your information got hacked. I really don't really care about it because my credit's frozen. I only have one credit card. If they get my credit card just like they got it the other day, somebody got a hold of my credit card number and charged something at some company. I just said, hey, that wasn't me. Close it. Yeah, that wasn't me. Get the charge back. Send me a new card. Yeah, it's going to take a few days to a week to get there to you, Mr. Young. I don't care. As long as I get here, I don't need it. It's just a tool. For the meantime, while I'm waiting on my credit card to get here, I'm just going to pull out some cash because I don't use my debit card anywhere, except to get money out the ATM. That's about it. I have only 10K left on my student loan, and that's going to be gone soon. Ooh, man, 10,000. Hey, Hassan, man, when you send off that last check, ooh, there is no feeling. There is no feeling like sending off that last check. And oh yeah, I'm sorry. There is a better feeling after sending out that last check. When you get your next paycheck and that baby's not going nowhere. It's just sitting in your account. It's just sitting in there, and you're gonna go through with some withdrawals. Be like, hey, did I forget to pay something? Wait a minute. What did I forget to pay? You didn't forget to pay nothing. You don't owe anybody. And just it's going to be like this in the stack. That money's going to stack so fast, so fast. see, they hacked yours and got. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, hey, D'Angela, you're right. It is a wonderful feeling. Obviously, you know, and you know what's crazy? You only can tell people like me in channels like mine how good that feels because the majority of people are still in student loan debt. They don't want to hear how happy you are that you paid off yours. They don't want to hear that crap. They don't even want to hear it. Even if you told them, say, hey, yeah, I worked really hard and I used every check to pay off, they still not going to believe you. They're going to think you got some money. Somebody did it. You had a rich uncle. You must be rich. Oh, it's due to your job. You make a lot of money. Don't even bother to tell them. Now, when you get Hassan, when you're out of that student loan debt, guess what? When you hear about people talk about student loan debt, or you hear how high the student loan debt, like right now, it's $1.6 trillion. You'll know you are no longer part of that complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. That doesn't apply to you anymore. Like right now, credit card debt's in the trillions. I don't care. Car loan debt in the trillions. Whatever. Is it? Wow, that's a lot of money. Student loan debt, trillions. Ooh, wee. That's bad news, yeah. Politicians, hey, we're going to eliminate credit card debt or student loan debt. No, you're not. Stop lying to people. They'll never release that many of their slaves. That's never going to happen. Stop lying. You're just trying to get their votes. I get it. Whatever. I know what you're going to do. You're going to get their votes and you're going to insinuate that you're going to somehow wipe away student loan debt. No, you're not. The government's never going to release that many of their slaves. So if this is you and you're crossing your fingers hoping that that's going to happen, it's not going to happen. They need people to populate their slave camps. Student loan forgiveness programs where they sentence you to 10 to 25 years of hard labor. And then when they're done with you, the IRS gets their turn. You're going to be a slave until you're dead unless you make up your mind to pay off that student loan debt. That's why that money was so easy to get. Go to the mirror and repeat what I just told you so it can sink in. There's no feeling like sending off that last check to student loan debt. Oh man. Mm, mm, mm. My student loan was paying $500 a month. Then once I got down to like 40,000, balance payments were $100 a month, but projected end date was 5 years later. Paid them off last month. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because check it out, Beauty Jock. They don't want you to pay it off. That's the key. People, yes, student loan debt is outrageous, but they don't want you to pay off that student loan debt. In reality, that's forever money. Is if they get the majority of people in the debt matrix to keep calling student loans forever loans. When I hear people call that, oh my God, I was one of them. Okay, I'm not gonna front. Call it a forever loan. If they get the majority of people to believe it when they say that, that is forever money. Forever money. Exactly, Beauty Jock. Exactly. You do whatever it takes to pay that student loan off. You drive a bucket. You keep that phone for 5, 6 years. I don't care what people talk about your, oh, look at your old phone. You better ignore all that. Those are all the people in student loan debt. Driving around here with having the brand new iPhone 11, the brand new Samsung Note 10e and all this other stuff, whatever. Those phones own them. So people can say, oh, you got the new latest phone, bloggity blah, whatever. When you're stepping out, when you get outside the debt matrix, people, everything, like for me, everything I see is a thing. A brand new Mercedes is a thing to me. Red bottoms, those are shoes. A Rolex watch is a watch. An iPhone 11 is a phone. A Note 10 is a phone. That's how I look at everything. The prices on those items are dictated by the companies that make them. They just said, hey, okay, we say the new iPhone Pro 11 Max, whatever, is worth $1,500. I just say, I don't care what you say, Apple. I'm not paying that because I know it didn't cost you to make that. It probably cost you $200 to make it. See what I'm saying? It's a thing. But the people in the debt matrix believe it. This convo with my family and friends, and the response was crazy. Hey, you know why, Hassan? Because you're now an alien. You only speak debt free. They don't understand what you're saying. When you speak debt free, they'd be like, wah, 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 wah. They don't understand you. So stop speaking debt free to them. You just gotta join if you can tolerate it, join the conversation. Hey, like say like a family member went and financed a brand new $30,000-$40,000 car. When you see it, just go, hey, yeah, wow, that's a nice car. Cool. Ooh, it smells good. I like the leather. I like the color. Ooh, it's shiny. It's pretty. Blah, blah. Just go along with it. I mean, because those things are true. You look at a brand new car and say, oh, that's a nice car. Oh, look at the leather. Look at the trimming. Oh, man, it drives well. Just you're not lying, right? You just agree with it, but you better not talk about, hey, man, how long do you finance it? What's your percentage rate? You finance it for 72 or 84 months. You better not do that if you want to remain in their life. See what I'm saying? We have to fit in order to remain. When you're financially free, in order for us to remain free, in order for us to remain rich, in order for us to become wealthy, the majority must remain in the debt matrix. That's how this system works. If we don't have anybody left, because if everybody knew what we knew, there would be nobody left to finance cell phones, cars, houses, shoes, washer and dryers, couches, lawnmowers, because we all know better than that. So the system would crack. It would break. This is the answer. and you must remain quiet. You only can come to this channel and share your milestones and accomplishments when you pay off something, or this is the only place you can come, because nobody else is going to understand you. This is why, like, one of my services is not only help you get out of debt and create the plan, right, but an hour phone call for a year, because there's going to be things that you need to talk about, things you need to ask throughout the first year that you only can talk to me about, because there's not going to be many other people around you that you can discuss these things with, because they're not going to understand you. See what I'm saying? They're not. They don't want everyone to win. Just make sure you do. Exactly. Check it out, Tony. It's not even about winning. Check it out. None of this is it. It's just mathematics. You either choose to believe math or you don't. It's that simple. It's all a choice. If you want to win, believe math, trust math. That's it. That's all you got to do. Nothing more than that. Believe math. That's it. Oh man, Ryan, can you imagine if a car depreciates in value fast when you drive it off the lot? It's really before that, but can you imagine the depreciation of a cell phone? A cell phone is not even worth the price that you're buying it at, and people finance it. And remember this. This is what people in debt don't see. When you finance a cell phone, just like anything, but I'm just going to point out the cell phone. Say like a cell phone is $1,000. That's $1,000 plus tax. So not only are they financing the cell phone, they're financing the taxes associated with that cell phone. And then once that's bundled into together, and then they put a percentage rate on top of the price of the phone, the taxes associated with it, and then there's a percentage that you're charged on the entire length of the loan and the phone. People in debt cannot see that. They can't see that. They're financing taxes. People don't even like paying taxes, but they're financing taxes. Now, if you buy something straight out, first of all, say like I wanted a new Note 10. I'm going to wait till next year, or wait till the next version of the phone comes out, Note 11. I'll get on Amazon, type in refurbished Note 10s, buy that phone with cash. Of course, that's the phone plus tax, but I'm not financing the taxes. There's no way around taxes. Once you guys get out of debt matrix, you'll see the purpose of taxes. Taxes are taxes are the backbone of the whole system. That's why you'll go to prison if you try to cheat them. Okay, that's why you go to prison. That's the very reason. Once you understand that, you'll be like, oh, that's why you go to prison. Oh, okay, that's why you go to prison, right? But I finance. I'll buy a refurbished Note 10, pay the tax. Now it's mine. Period. Done. They all look the same. Nobody can tell if I have a Note 10 versus a Note 11. Nobody can tell, because you got to buy a cover anyway. So they're made of glass. You have to buy a cover, so you never know. See what I'm saying? But people in the debt matrix are in debt, so they can't afford to do what I just said. They don't have any cash. They would have to put that on a credit card and charge it. See what I'm saying? No, sir. Those days are done. Thank you. You're right, Tony. Facts. Man, I hope you guys can see that I'm seriously trying to help as many people as I can. This is my passion. I go, look at my talks, hour and 30 minutes. It feels like 10 minutes to me. Any other questions? Please don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, hit the reminder button. Free 30-minute consultation. All you got to do is email me a date, time, and your phone number, along with a brief overview of your financial situation, to DebtAintMyDaddy at gmail.com. DebtAintMyDaddy at gmail.com. Thank you, William. Much appreciated. If you guys have any topics that you come across, shoot them to me and let me know. I'll make a video on it. All right. I love this. I love this. I just look at the news and make a video. That's it. Buying your future now will strip you of your future with interest. Exactly. Financing, what financing does is this, Hassan. You're promising your future earnings to buy something now. So you're promising money that doesn't exist yet to get this item right now. So what you're doing is promising the time in your life, because now you have to use the time in your life to earn the money that doesn't exist yet to buy this phone, to buy this car. You're promising money that you don't even know is going to exist or not, because what if you lose your job? What if you break your leg? What if you have to move and the company closes? You don't even know, but yet you're promising it to some other entity, all for this depreciating object with interest in your hand, just to show other people like you that are in the exact same situation, doing the exact same thing you're doing. They're all part of the Borg, the Star Trek board, the collective. The matrix is real. Okay? I promise you. Any other questions before I get off of here? Please don't forget to like the video. Please. If you pay off an active CC and don't use it, does that reflect negative on your credit report? Or is it the best way to pay off and close out and assume you have multiple? I have one credit card. Okay, that's it. William, I have one credit card. When you hear about paying off and closing, it'll affect your credit. Those are things that the bank puts out to scare people from closing them. Okay. You don't need multiple credit cards. You really don't. You don't need, you just choose one with the highest balance. It doesn't matter the interest rate on that credit card or whatever, because you're going to pay it off at the end of every month. So you're never going to pay interest. It doesn't matter what the interest rate is on it. Not secured credit cards, unsecured credit cards. I'm only talking about unsecured credit cards. Okay. It doesn't matter. You close it. Yeah. If you close it, it's going to affect your credit, whatever. Those are bank uses that the bank puts out that information to scare people. So they'll leave them open, knowing that one day the person with the credit card, especially if they're in debt, they're going to need that card. Oh, I'm not going to close it. I'm going to need that for emergencies. It's going to hurt my credit anyway. So I'm going to just leave it open. I'm not going to use it. Sure you are. The bank goes, gotcha. You'll have an emergency vacation, an emergency tires, emergency rims, something will come up and you'll classify it as an emergency. And whatever is emergency to you, they don't care as long as you use the credit card, period. I've just renewed my phone contract, which went from 40 to 18. No phone included. They tried to sell it, but it didn't work. Exactly. Hey, check it out, Hassan. Mine is $20 a month, and I'm on AT&T. $20 a month, I pay by the year. So I pay it in by the year, pay it. I don't see a bill till next year. Once my year comes up, they'll send me an alert. Hey, your bill's about to come up. You want to charge another year? I just hit approve. Bing. Yeah, done. First, I'll check to see if the rates dropped even, because they change even lower and lower every year. And then if the rates are still good the way I like it, I'll stay with them. I'll look around and see if anybody got a better deal. But if nobody got a better deal, I'll stay with them, period. $20 a month on AT&T. I could tell the person in the debt matrix that, they still won't believe me. They'll be like, oh, that must be crappy, cheap service. I ain't going with no cheap service. I can't afford to do that. Whatever. You just go, okay. They keep emailing me $300 off and such not. Hey, William, they're not going to stop. It's business. Think about it this way, William. When you decide to start your own business or do whatever, you look at what they're doing and you model after the big businesses. They're telling you what they're doing. This is how they do it. This is how they stay rich. Buy one, get one free. Buy a phone, get a free phone. That's not true. Nobody. Why would they give away a phone that's worth $1,000 for free? They're not giving away anything for free. How long would they be in business if they gave away the phones for free? They wouldn't be in business that long. Nothing's free. Nothing. I always tell people this that believe they're going to get a free phone. You walk into the carrier, the T-Mobile or AT&T offering, whatever, whoever's offering the free phone. You walk into the business and say, hey, I'm here for that free phone deal. Okay, they're gonna be like, "Hey, welcome, come on over here." They're gonna tell you all this and that and this and that and all this stuff, and then you stop to them and say, "Hey, yeah, by the way, though, I'm gonna pay cash for the first phone." See if you still get the second phone for free. I promise you, you won't. I promise. They won't. They're not gonna give you the second phone for free. I promise. That's not gonna happen. Oh, in the UK, they don't let you do that. I don't know why. 18 a month. Nothing. That's still a good deal, though. Okay, I wouldn't. Hey, it's still that's still a good deal. Okay, I don't know why the prices are different in other countries. Maybe because you guys got different. There's different carriers in different countries. I don't know, but $18 a month, that's an awesome deal. Okay, period. You can't beat that. All you got to do is never forget to compare yourself with the majority. I don't know are the majority of people in the UK, are they paying what, £100 a month? What are they paying? What are they paying? If you're paying 18, remember, you're making $80 more per month than the average people that are paying £100. See what I'm saying? If I'm even saying that right, I'm saying pounds. This is I only say in pounds because that's what I see on TV when I watch UK shows. Okay. 50 to 80. Okay. And right. And you're paying 18. Whatever the amount of what the majority are paying, that's money in your pocket. So the difference between 18 and 15, 18 and 80, they're paying that per month. The money you don't pay that the majority are paying is money in your pocket. That's called phantom income. Always think about your money collectively now, never individually, collectively. Because and you dropped, yeah, man. Hey, you see, it was low, but you decided to look to it's getting lower every single year. It's getting lower every single year. Like, for example, these prepaid services here, the majority of the people in the debt matrix, they don't realize these companies, they just go to Verizon, they just go to AT&T, they just go to Sprint, they go to T-Mobile and say, hey, we want to buy a whole bunch of minutes from you in bulk. They just go buy all the minutes and then they resell them. That's it. It's nothing different. Nothing different. It's the exact same service without all the taxes. Hey, check it out, Hassan. People in the US, when they sign up for traditional cell phone bills here, they tell them a monthly price, right? They say like, hey, you sign up, your bill will be $70 a month. But what they don't tell them is all the taxes that will be associated with that bill when they get their phone. It's 70 plus this tax, that tax, across the street tax, and this and that. When you get prepaid service, those taxes, all those taxes, they don't know. Those taxes, that stuff has been stopped for like 5 to 6 years now. Those taxes no longer exist on prepaid service. They're not even, you don't have to pay that anymore. But they don't know that. They're in a debt matrix. Wow, man, it's just amazing to live over here. Any more questions? We don't get those taxes. Everything's included. Yeah, okay, that's cool. See, prepaid service here is the same way. They still got people signing up for contracts, locking them in. Hey, check it out, Hassan. Here in the US, people are upside down on their cell phones. Now, if you thought it was bad to be upside down on a car, people here in the US are upside down on their cell phones and don't even know it. It is crazy here. Upside down on a cell phone, and they're not even embarrassed about it. Oh, I only pay $60 a month for my cell phone. It's nothing. That's what you think. Welcome. DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com for your free 30-minute consultation. Send a date and a time and a brief overview, your phone number and a brief overview of your financial situation. So when we get on the phone for that 30-minute consultation, we can get straight to it. You don't have to repeat anything. It's right there, and we'll just go through it, period. And we'll get straight to it. I will free you, and I'm not even bragging. And remember this, once you cross over, there is no going back. Once you cross over outside the debt matrix, you couldn't go back even if you tried. You will never go back. I promise you, I'm never going back. Something tragic has to happen to me to ever go back in debt. Tragic. I don't care if somebody sees me drive an old car and think I'm broke. Who cares what you think, broke person in the debt matrix? I don't care people that speak debt. I don't listen to them. In the UK, if you earn under 50K, it's 20% tax on salary and 40% for overtime. See, Hassan, even with that, take the time to understand. We have what's called tax brackets here, okay? And I'm not sure about that in the UK, but once you take the time to understand where you are in your tax bracket, there's ways. I guarantee every government does the same thing. There's always tax breaks, but the only way you could take advantage of the tax breaks that the government offers, you must be financially free first. It's mathematically impossible to take advantage of tax breaks when you're in debt. It doesn't work. The math doesn't add up, so it doesn't work. Take the time. Hey, good morning, Fred. How you doing, man? Good morning. Good morning. Take the time to understand. You don't need to know the whole UK tax system. Only how much money you make, where you land in that tax bracket. That's the only part you need to understand. That's it. I promise you. We don't get tax brackets if you have salary. Huh. Well, see, tax brackets here don't matter if you're hourly or salary. You make a certain amount money here, and then you're placed in a certain area in the tax bracket and says, hey, if you make X amount, this is how much in taxes you're going to pay. That's just how it works here. So I'm going to take the time to look up the UK tax thing. I'm curious to see how you guys work, but that's very curious. I can't wait for you either, Fred. I know you got a couple of stumbling blocks you got to work through. Okay. I feel you on that. Okay. But you'll get here. I already know you've already tasted the Kool-Aid. You know you can't go back once you taste it, right? You can't go back. And especially now that your son knows too. Oh yeah, you can't go back. There's no going back. Sorry. Welcome. You've tasted the Kool-Aid. It's a double-edged sword. Any other questions? If you like what I do, hey, feel free to click that donation button, donation link, not donation button, but donation link under every single video. Along with it, it doesn't matter the amount, okay? There's not a certain amount. And along with that donation, tell me what I've done for you, because I use that to inspire me to continue to make more videos, okay? You might not be ready to make the plunge, but maybe you want to just show your appreciation of what I've done for you so far, the little bit of things, okay? And just let me know what I did for you in there. You can make a note in there and let me know. Donations always appreciated. Black Knight, I called AT&T customer service last week and they asked me about paying the whole year and he had no deal I had no idea what I was talking. Exactly. But this is how you look at it, Black Knight, because it's not normal. It's not normal. The guy you're on the phone with that works for AT&T, he's probably got a finance phone in his pocket. Businesses don't care. They don't care. They don't care if people work for them or not. They don't know. They don't know about prepaid service. Let me throw up a couple of prepaid services for you guys right now, okay? So you guys can see. You guys go check it out. Cricket.com. Okay, that's just a few right there. Okay. Oh yeah. Mint. Is it Mint? Oh no. One more. There goes a few. That's for free. I'm giving you guys that stuff for free, baby. There you go. Check them out. All right. Now, if you need help on how to do it, of course, that's going to be a fee. Okay. I'm just giving you the information. You can go there, read, and figure it out yourself. I'm not saying you can't figure it out yourself, but in order to use any of those services, you must own your phone. Okay. You must own your phone. All right. I got to get off of here, you guys. I'm going to go check out the new Terminator movie. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful morning. I appreciate you guys all. Thank you for participating. You guys have a wonderful day. All right. Have a good one. Oh, Page Plus. Yeah, you're right. Page Plus is another one. There's a whole bunch, but these are the ones I know personally. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. All right. Much appreciated for all your participation. Have a good day.